Good morning, children. Welcome back with the next new session. So, in this session, we are going to discuss the lesson that we have started. So, we have started lesson number 9, Public Health and the Government, from 8th standard textbook. Okay, so previously we have discussed firstly what health is, what is the importance of health. Then we have discussed about the number of hospitals in our country. We have also discussed over the years how many hospitals are being started every year. We have also discussed how many doctors get qualified every year, isn't it? We have also discussed a small story about two children from the same school known as Kiran and Sarita. Okay, we have discussed about them as they were ill and they have seeked to the hospitals, to which hospitals they have been and what are the services they have provided, how many days it has taken. We have all discussed, isn't it? We have also discussed by the story we could conclude that there are two kind of services in our country. So one is public and other is private. So today we are going to talk about in detail about the public health services and the private health services. Okay, so firstly, health services are divided into two types in our country. So firstly is public health services, public health services or public health care. Okay, so these are run by the government, as it is, as the name itself specifies, it is public, so that means for the public it is run by the government. Now this is the public health services or public health hospitals are the hospitals usually people call them as government hospitals. Usually people go to these hospitals who cannot afford a lot of money, that means who cannot spend a lot of money. Okay, who cannot spend a lot of money, who cannot spend the daily bills of the like private hospitals. So these people, usually the poor people who cannot afford, they go to the public hospitals. Okay, so the public hospitals are run by the government, so whatever the expenses are, the government has to bear. Okay, moreover the medicines, moreover the facilities, that means whatever that so far a patient undertakes, whatever the treatment services are, everything is paid by the government. So public, again, in the public also, in public health care, that means in public hospitals also, either the person has to, that means either the patient family or the patient has to pay free, has to pay less cost, or it may be a free of treatment. Okay, so it may change depending on the hospital it is. Okay, mostly government hospitals are the hospitals where you can find at a less cost people go and get treatment. But what is happening in our country is most of the people, whether they are poor or rich, they rush to the private hospitals only. So what is the reason? Okay, we'll discuss in the end of the lesson. Okay, so now public health services. So in the public health services, we see that it is responsible, it is responsible of the government to look after the hospitals. So not only the hospitals, when we talk about the public health health, there are some like Anganwadis. Okay, there are some we can say about, there are some Anganwadis, there are some some Asha workers. Okay, who are Asha workers means in every rural areas there are some ladies with the name of Asha. Okay, these ladies have a knowledge of the regular diseases that usually people face, that means a fever. Okay, a regular fever, you can talk about diarrhea, you can talk about vomitings, or these kind of like diseases. Usually the Asha workers have a lot of knowledge, and these people were also given trained, they were also trained for like what kind of tablets or what kind of a treatment has to be given. So along with them, they were another group which is known as Anganwadi. Anganwadi is also run by a group of women. Usually it is run by the group of women in the villages, and nowadays we can also see this Anganwadi schools in the cities also. So what is Anganwadi is, it is just a kind of like a kindergarten kind of a school. Actually it is not a school, but where especially the children who come here, okay, they were given food grains, or either they will be given food here. So when they come to the Anganwadi places, their weight as well as like what is their weight, what is their health conditions, how they are, like everything is been monitored. That means everything is been checked by these Anganwadi workers. Okay, then whether the child is of the whatever the age the child is, whether the weight as well as the height is proper of the child or not, or whether he is an undernourished. Okay, so all these things are being checked. Okay, so this is about Anganwadis. Okay, then in our country, so they are like Anganwadis, and they are Asha workers. There are 500 sub centers in our country. Okay, 500 for like 5,000 sub centers in our country, like Anganwadis, like Asha workers, they are 5,000 sub centers in our country. Whereas the centers of, like, there are some multi-purpose centers also in our country, like Anganwadis and like Asha workers, they are multi-purpose sub centers where trained persons are being appointed, so what these trained workers do? So these trained workers help people in the diseases, whatever the diseases usually they face. For example, if it is a winter season or if it is a rainy season, the diseases usually people attack to. Okay, if it is a rainy season, people catch cold, people get fevers very quickly, isn't it? Now if it is a winter, people catch cold, fever, cough, everything. Okay, so how to avoid these diseases, how to prevent people from these diseases? All these people will give information, as well as these people have a knowledge of what kind of a medicines has to be given. Okay, then so these private primary health centers, PHCs, are being supervised and located in the mandal level. That means in every area, that means in every city or in every village, there are some mandal headquarters. Okay, so in every mandal headquarters there is an PHC, primary health centers, PHCs. So for all Asha workers, for all Anganwadis, for all this multi-purpose health centers, for all these people, like who give instructions, like who give information. So for all these things, there is a headquarters which is known as primary health centers. So these people, usually people who are engaged, that means people who are involved in these works, they should help people in letting them prevent from these diseases, help them in prevent from attacking from these diseases, as well as they should also check whether the people in the village or people in the city or people near their mandal are in proper condition, whether the drinking water facility, the food, the shelter, the surrounding, the sanitations is all clean or not. Okay, then people immune system is also proper or not, because it is very important that every person's immune system has to be proper. Now what immune system is? Immune system means it is an, what you can say, it is a thing that helps our body to attack, like to prevent our diseases. Like for example, a person who is going for a battle, so he will be covering himself with a shield, no? So immune system is also like a shield. Okay, it helps the body from the diseases without attacking them. Okay, it is very much important, especially in such a pandemic situation where corona attacks every person. So it is very much important that increase your immune system. It is only because if your immune is very much strong, you can be resisted with any diseases. Okay, that means any kind of diseases will never harm you. So it is very important that these people, like the people who are the Asha workers, the Anganwadi workers, should have a knowledge about all these things and should also check about the immune systems that the people are having. Okay, then so what happens here in public healthcare services? People has to pay either a less money, or they can get a treatment of free of cost. Okay, then now when we talk about the private health centers, okay, the name itself explains that which is not run by the government is known as private health centers. Okay, so what happens in private health centers? Usually private hospitals, or the hospitals where everywhere is seen today. Okay, everywhere, even in rural areas or in the urban areas, everywhere you can find these private hospitals, which hospitals are run, some are run by the government, like some are run directly by the companies, or some run by their owners. Okay, some are run by the owners and some are run by directly by the companies. So they cost a lot of money. When it comes to a small disease, if it is a normal fever also, they cost a lot. Okay, when it comes to some medical tests, okay, like urine test, stool test, okay, or x-rays or whatever test it is, they cost a lot. They cost high for medicine, they cost high for admitting a person into an hospital, they cost high for operations, they cost high for a person who is admitted in the hospitals throughout their journey of treatment. They cost a lot. So people who feel that they have to pay a lot, who cannot afford, they go to the public hospitals. But now in present days what happens is even the poor people also are going to these private hospitals, and they are they are getting the treatments from the these private hospitals only. But what is the reason? Why only private hospitals? Private hospitals are the hospitals which main aim is to make profits, more and more profits. So what is the use of making of profits like this if they are not able to serve the people? They are helping the people in one or the other way. They are treating the people, but they are treating the people and giving the services only when they pay high costs there. So everyone cannot pay high cost, no. So they have to reduce the money for the services they provide, but it is not happening. The private hospitals main intention or the main motivation is to make profits. Okay, so how far you can make profits out of the treatment that you provide. Okay, now, so what happens, whatever the medicines they give, whatever the hospital charges is all given, all these things are very much expensive when compared to the public hospitals. Okay, then, but even all these things, the government has started a concept that is 104 and 108. 104 and 108. So 108 is an ambulance which a service which is given by the government, where if you call to the number of 108, the nearest ambulance, they come, they take the patient, okay, start giving them the medical treatment, start giving the oxygen or whatever are required, start giving like first aid will be given in the ambulance itself till they reach to the nearest hospital. Okay, it is a scheme which was started by the government with the name of 108. Okay, that helps the people to take the patient to the nearest hospital, and in the meanwhile they will be given this first aid as well as the oxygens were all been supplied to the patient. Okay, then second one is 104. 104 services, whenever you dial 104, so what happens is, usually this 104 services are usually seen in the places like the health checkups, like usually in the weekdays or weekend days, you can find these people are coming and voluntarily they are calling some persons and checking their health, overall health of the person. So this 108 and 104 is being used like this, and which was started by the government. Now what is happening is, there are some people who cannot spend a lot of money for their hospitals, like people who are poor enough, they cannot pay a lot of money and they cannot spend a lot of money for the treatment. Okay, because when they have to pay a lot of for example, if it is a family of 4 members, if a child is a patient and he is admitted in the hospital, so what is happening, it is being burden to the father, or it may be being to the burden of the father and the mother both, and they have to pay, and they have to pay for the treatment. Maybe their entire wage is being used, whatever they earn in the day, maybe the entire money is being used there, or whatever they have saved so far, maybe that they have to spend when the child is being admitted in the hospital. Some people, because of all these situations, many people they sell off all their properties what they have. So it is a situation where many people lose their properties. So what happens is, to overcome all this, to recover from all these things, the public as well as the private companies have started a scheme known as health insurance. Okay, so that people need not to sell off their property. That is the reason why a concept known as health insurance is being started by the private as well as the public companies now. So what happen is, if it is a public health if it is public health insurance, it is run by the government. If it is a private, it is run by the owner as well as some other company. Okay, now health insurance, what they do is, firstly we have to pay or we have to invest certain amount. Okay, after investing for certain years, whatever the treatment or whatever, for example, if it is an accident, a person has met with an accident in a family, a person has met with an accident, if the family has a health insurance, so whatever the expenses are, it will be bared by the health insurance. So they will be paying for all the treatments, for all the medicines, for all, so far whatever the expenses are, so the health insurance are there to provide the money for them. So these kind of health insurance should be always encouraged in our country. Understood? Then, what is the main reason of getting diseases first? Okay, people who is not having a proper food. First thing, person who is not having a proper food, what is happening? So they will be left with undernourished. So people who are not having proper shelter, usually people who are near the slum areas. So what is happening in near the slum areas? The surroundings are not hygiene, the sanitations, that means the toilets are not clean. Okay, so that is welcoming more and more different diseases every time. Okay, people who are not having proper drinking water facilities, usually people who are living in the these slum areas, or people who are poor, these people cannot even have a safe water drinking. So what is happening? If they don't drink a proper safe water, what is happening? They are going to get a lot of diseases. Okay, so they are welcoming a lot of diseases into their body if they don't have these basic necessities, these basic needs. Okay, so that is very important. Firstly is every person should have these basic necessities properly into their life. Okay, every year in our country below the age of 5 years, every child, every day, lot of child, lot of small child die because of the drinking water only, because the water is not sufficient for them to survive. Also, because of that, lot of children are dying every day. Okay, below the age of 5, lot of children are dying every day only because of the water. So it is very important that every person should get proper drinking water facility, food facility, as well as the shelter facility. If these three facilities are not there, a person's life is very much impossible, and a person is going to face a lot of diseases. Then what is the reason? As we have discussed, what is the reason why the people are going, even the poor people, why these people are going or rushing to the private hospitals only? What is the reason? What is the reason why these people are going? So firstly, if we talk about the public hospitals, these hospitals, as we have discussed in the previous class, that the boy Kiran has been to the public hospital. So what happened? It has taken a lot of time, and there was a long line there. People were been waiting for their turn to meet with the doctor, isn't it? So a lot of time taken. Next, the usually what we have seen is what we see is many people, people who go to these public hospitals, the surroundings are not at all clean. The doctors as well as the nurses are not at all, they don't at all behave good. Okay, they start behaving rude. Okay, then nextly is why this private hospitals is, in the private hospitals, most of the qualified doctors and most of the doctors who had a good knowledge, that means who had got a good degree from good colleges, these doctors get attracted only to the private hospitals rather than going to the public hospitals. Then another thing is, the doctors which have qualified with from a good reputed colleges, even these doctors don't prefer going to the rural areas than staying in the urban areas, because they know that there is a lot of population are there in the urban areas rather than in the rural areas. So they want to stay in the rural areas, work for the hospitals which are there in urban areas only. Okay, they don't like going to the rural areas because they know they cannot earn more. Okay, they know the people are less there. Okay, so they cannot earn more or they cannot grow well. That is the main reason why these doctors, especially these doctors, are staying in the urban areas. And next thing is, they find all the required equipments, all the required facilities are been there in the private hospitals when compared to the public hospitals. So that may be the one more reason for the reputed doctors or the skilled doctors to stay in the private hospitals rather than going to the public hospitals. Okay, so children, this was the class for today. I hope you understood it very well. We'll meet up in the next upcoming class with the role of a government, that a government is doing in our country about the healthcare. Okay, for any more doubts and queries, please ask us immediately. We'll meet up in the next upcoming class. Till then, bye children. Thank you. Have a nice day.